Hello, I'm DeanKind and welcome to Reviewz, where we review games from past to present, and in today's case, alpha form, so you can't get any fresher than this. The game I'm reviewing today is Making It Home, a game currently being developed by Pillbug Interactive, in case you can't tell from the large logo on your screen, or the title of the video before you clicked on it. Or, you know what, never mind, you get the idea. First off, I want to thank Pillbug Interactive for the Steam key to try this game out. Thank you very much, guys. For transparency reasons, I do want to state that the devs didn't ask us to review their game. They just simply emailed us a Steam key and basically gave us the go ahead to preview it. So no influences come from the devs here, but I will also state that they have been super nice and receptive to our emails. Thank you very much for trusting the Flickering Pixelz team with your game. Now, with all that mouth salad out of the way, what's this game about, I hear you ask? Well, going from the story mode, you play as Bryony, a ladybug that gets awakened by a crab called Rusty at a truck stop and tells you need to be home for your daughter's birthday. A likeable protagonist, I see. Rusty basically tells you to get your ass home. Cool, simple and easy enough story for even a simpleton like me to follow. You get to choose the dialogue during these scenes, and because Schnurrum was playing the game, he chose to be a snarky dick. Well done, Schnurrum. And this takes you to the meat of the game, the building of your vehicle. So you basically need to build a functioning vehicle and use all sorts of equipment to get you home, from the uses of wind, water, electricity, etc, etc. At the start you only get a sail, so wind it is. It gives you limited options, which I think is a good idea to ease you in gently, get to grips with the game and all its mechanics. Once you've created your masterpiece, off you go. Obviously the first few stages won't blow you away, with only sails at your helm it's pretty slow, but as you progress you will unlock better equipment for faster contraptions that hit 100 miles per hour easily. The good thing about having a slow vehicle is you can easily collect them money, yo. Dollar bill, y'all. Dean, don't ever say that again, you absolute train wreck of a human being. It's at this point that me and Schnurrum, my longtime cameraman and lifelong partner in lovemaking, realised that using a mouse and keyboard for the gameplay portion of the game isn't that great. Something fell off. Maybe it's Schnurrum and I's accuracy when it comes to platforming using a keyboard. So we decided to plug in a controller and booyah! All of a sudden things got a lot better. Using mouse and keyboard for jumping etc just didn't feel right and got even more difficult when the flying carrots started getting hurled our way. God damn it! I hate you carrots! Urgh! So using a controller was definitely the right choice. As your vehicle moves, you see it's not a simple case of just start the engine and go. Hurdles are put in your way and make it a challenging affair. From water running out in your water-powered engine to needing to scrub clean the dust on your solar panels, and that's just the challenges your vehicle gives you to keep it powered on and moving. There are also obstacles for you to tackle in the stage's environment, such as the aforementioned carrots being hurled at your vehicle which slows you down, to cherry bombs that blow shit up, to even bridges that demolish your masterpiece, which is devastating to say the least. Oh, for fuck! But honestly, me and Schnurrum had a barrel of laughs playing this.
No, I didn't beat Ellen. But, you know...
In Super Mario Galaxy 2, there's a mode where the AI does it for you. It's really good. You can see the game and you pay for it. It's alright. You don't have to worry about getting tripped up.
The best ever. I've never seen her so angry.
The panic that struck us when a cherry bomb landed on your vehicle was enough to make Jamie Lee Curtis, the Scream Queen, proud of us.
All around me are familiar faces.
Building and testing out your ride was really fun. We had a blast making these crazy contraptions and seeing how it turned out, including trying to cheat the game and manipulate it for us to win fast and easy. Which failed. Damn you smart devs! Shnurum and Wickedlaw didn't care too much for this story, but I was kinda amazed at how dark it gets. I'm not going to spoil anything here, as I feel it would be a disservice to the team to share such things, but I will say, don't be fooled by the bright colours and cute graphics. When you get into the groove of the game, you start to realise that the music is lovely. When we booted the game up for the first time, the song at the start immediately caught my attention. I love it, and it has that same genre throughout the game, that sort of mellow-esque western tone about it, which I don't usually associate with my musical tastes, but hey, if I like it, I like it, and I like it, so deal with it. There are a few different songs here and there, and it's all mellow and lovely, but at the start of each stage, there is no music, just the environment's background noises and the sounds Bryony makes when he walks or flies. Ah yes, Bryony flies. Sorta. It's a small little flight manoeuvre he does, which also acts as your attack against the damn cherry bombs and the bloody carrots. Bryony can also wall jump and grip onto the walls, which comes in pretty handy during panicky moments of money collecting, and also not sucking like I do falling off the vehicle all the time. Aww. Another thing that I noticed was I really thought there was a fly flying around my screen at the start. Genuinely tried to shoo it away. So thanks for making me feel like an idiot, Pillbug. Graphically? Well, gameplay graphics, it looks eye-pleasing as all hell. The water-based art background is lovely, mixed with my lovely pixel art at the foreground. That being my guy Bryony, the vehicle and the coins, as well as the game's hazardous environments. During the dialogue scenes however, I'm kinda 50-50 on it. Again, the background is lovely, but the characters have this weird straight pixel line look about it that reminds me of Another World for the Super Nintendo. A part of me really loves it, and another part of me finds it weird. I'm kinda on the fence on it. One thing I do like, which I don't think is intentional, is every time Rusty talks, the dialogue box picture only shows the eyes. And if that is deliberate, I love it. GG devs, GG. Graphics and music aside, I had good fun playing this, and I do intend to play it more. The more time I spent on it, the more I found myself wanting to go faster and faster and beat my records. However, with all games, there are things that we didn't like. But we emailed Sean Walton, one of the two game devs working on this brilliant game, about some of the issues we had with it, and he was kind enough to answer all our criticisms, so I'll speak about them one at a time. Issue number 1. One of the problems was in the blueprint mode. When you're building your vehicle, the scroll button was painfully slow and required many mouse clicks and drags to move the page around, and got even more tedious when we started experimenting with huge crazy creations. Sean said to this query, I've written down to tweak the scroll speed in blueprint mode, and I want to increase how far you can zoom out as well. And as of the new update, it has been implemented and works a million times better. Awesome stuff. I love you guys. Issue number 2. When Shnurum and I were playing Making It Home, we mentioned to Sean that the controller seems to work best on actual gameplay, but not on blueprint mode or the menus. So we chopped and changed between controller for gameplay and mouse and keyboard for menus and blueprint mode. Sean stated that, we made the decision to not restrict ourselves to the controller for input before making the blueprint mode. As soon as we stopped trying to make everything work with the controller, we were able to do a lot more, like custom wall positioning. The downside is needing to switch between controller and mouse and keyboard. I like the fact they're not hindering the game's full potential by limiting themselves to the controller. If you can do more with a mouse and keyboard, I say go for it. It's not exactly a big deal. This is a PC game after all, and all PCs have mouse and keyboard. Duh. But not everyone has a controller for their PC. So yeah, it seems the ideal way to play this game is to use controller for the gameplay part and mouse and keyboard for the blueprint mode, which honestly doesn't bother me at all. Sean also stated, "It's good that you're going to highlight that. Some people won't like it, so they need to know before they buy." Again, I like the fact there's no trickery going on here. He's honest and upfront and wants me to state these and not sugarcoat it with, "Oh, we'll patch this in at a later date, blah blah blah." And lastly, issue number 3. The last problem we had gameplay wise was that the carrots stuck on the propellers would be difficult to eat as the hit detection was a little iffy. Sean stated, "In the early access build, the hitbox for carrots is much larger. We spotted a few people struggling with that stuff." Again, good answer, I like it. And after testing the early access build, we can confirm that the carrots are easier to eat, but on the propellers, they still tend to be a little annoying. And just to add a cherry bomb on top of this ice cream cake, I had asked about the possibility of adding a feature to the game. I asked, would it be possible to add a sandbox mode where you're not limited by money or items available, as I think the building and testing your crazy vehicles is the really fun part. Well, I'm happy to state that Godly Sean said, the early access build also has an unlockable sandbox mode. Yes! Now, as much as I want to say I had great influence on this edition, I didn't. Sean said, "It's something we don't want to give players early on because we found in our closed beta that players experiment more when they have fewer options, and that the surprise of unlocking panels in story mode is really powerful." I agree 100%. Schnurrum, Wicked and I were a lot more experimental when we had fewer options, but it's also awesome to know that Sandbox Mode will unlock and allow us to build these monstrosities Schnurrum and I dreamed of. All in all, Schnurrum, Wicked and I had super fun playing this game, and it comes highly recommended from Team Flickering Pixelz. The early access is available on Steam on the 6th of August, and I say add it to your wish list and get an alert on when it drops, when it's on offer, etc, etc. So here comes the difficult part, the rating. Since this is an alpha build of the game, the actual finished product will be different. So I'm going to give this a potential 7 out of 10 with room for an improved score when the final game releases. And I give this rating on how fun it is now and how I personally feel the game will turn out. I have every confidence that Pillbug Interactive will deliver the goods on this and iron out the issues we've come across on the final build of the game. We will give a final verdict on this game when the full release is out in the wild and patches and updates have all been inserted into the game. Maybe the final build will become an 8 or 9 out of 10, depending on some factors like price, etc. But for now, 7 out of 10 it is. But, until next time, be good to each other and have a nice day. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry things have been slow on the YouTube side of things, some personal problems got in the way of regular content, but the storm is finally starting to settle and I can see the clear blue skies. So it's back to bringing content to you lovely wee pixels again. I also want to say congratulations to Wicked Law for getting us affiliated on Twitch. She's been doing a lot of hard work over there. We're probably playing Making It Home right now at twitch.tv/flickeringpixels. So come join us and have a laugh at and with us. Yes, you can slag us. We all do. Also, we've been a lot more active on our Discord channel, which is in the description below, so come and chat rubbish with us on there too. And slag us on there too, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, thanks for your patience, and we do plan on releasing more Flickering Pixel episode along with our usual reviews soon. So again, thank you for your patience. I love you guys a lot. Thank you so much again. Mwah. Oh, and you can also catch us on Plantypants Twitch, which is at twitch.tv/plantypantstv. Booyah!